Across the world, with an iconic drink that became synonymous with the holiday, the Irish beer Guinness has been around for nearly 270 years, since before the American Revolution, and now it's celebrating a renaissance with rising popularity here at home. Ed O'Keefe visited the Guinness Open Gate Brewery in Baltimore to find out why more people are raising a pint.
As the slogan goes, it's a lovely day for a Guinness. And these days are proving to be, well, the loveliest. In its 266th year of brewing beer, Guinness is experiencing an unprecedented golden age, chugging its way to the top of the market as the fastest growing imported beer in the U.S. last year, with 2024 marking a record year for sales. But why now? Guinness National Ambassador Ryan Wagner credits the recent beer boom to a brew of patience and perseverance.
People are finding this beer for the first time, or in some cases rediscovering it for the first time after a while. So you're not just finding it in Irish pubs. Now it's in sports bars. Right. Now it's at the beach. Now it's in coolers being taken to tailgates. We're seeing it now on social media in the hands of people that maybe were not the demographic that you would typically think about.
That's thanks in part to the viral challenge, Splitting the G. Celebrities like Ed Sheeran and Niall Horan are among those giving it a shot.
For those who don't know what Split the G is, you basically have to take 1 to 2 gulps or so and land this line, this black and white line, in the gap in the letter G.
I think I did a pretty good job there.
You've absolutely nailed it.
Now, if you're someone who's never had a glass of Guinness, how do you describe it to the uninitiated?
The first thing we would tell someone is don't let the color scare you away. It's light in body, it's a little roasty, it's a little toasty, incredibly drinkable, and something that's built around occasions, bringing people together. That's been at the heart of Guinness for 260 plus years now.
Guinness's long-lasting legacy dates back to 1759 in Dublin, where today 3.5 million pints of Guinness are produced daily and shipped around the world. And all those pints of Guinness draft require a rather tasteful presentation, a 2-part process called the perfect pour. One small misstep could affect the taste and texture.
And this is the brew house.
And who better to learn the craft from than the national ambassador himself?
But when it comes to this beer, thumb on the harp, 45-degree angle on your Guinness glass. We're going to aim the stream of beer right above the word Guinness, and we're going to leave it on that angle as the beer starts to fill. Never let the spout touch the stout. And then we turn it off, and now we're going to let it settle. So what's happening now in the glass, Ed, all of those bubbles of nitrogen are being pulled down the side of the glass. They're being moved to the center where they rise to begin to form the head on the beer. Right. When the beer is one color from top to bottom, now we know it's ready for the top up.
Yep.
We're going to hold the glass straight up and down. This time the handle moves away from you. And as we get closer to the top, we go just above the rim and turn it off. And that's the perfect pour of Guinness Draft Stout. Ready to take a crack at it?
You know, I'll try anything once.
Cheers, my friend.
For many Guinness lovers, the perfect pour is more than just a preference. It's a passion. And it's likely no one takes the craft more seriously than the guys behind New York State of Pint.
Okay, here we go.
A trio of Irishmen who seek to stay undercover while finding and rating New York City's best pints. Today's stop, the Clonard in Brooklyn.
Tell me how I did.
It was good.
My newly learned pouring power put to the test.
So you got a scoring system?
We do. We rank it out of 10. We take our ratings between the three of us, and then we get the average of that to just ensure that we're kind of all on the same page. And the things that we factor in is pretty much like, obviously, the taste, the pour, like the glassware, the ambience of the bar really helps, and I think the creaminess as well.
Have there been perfect 10s?
No.
Our highest right now is 8.5,
Okay.
and then our lowest I think is about 3.1.
Perhaps the secret ingredient to Guinness's growing success isn't just its flavor, but the fandom that's standing the test of time.
What's next for Guinness?
The future for Guinness is bright. I think that more than ever before, we value our time together. And the more that we find excuses to bring people together, whether that's a massive sporting event or it's just a couple of buddies sitting at the bar, Guinness Draft Stout is always going to be a part of those conversations.
All right, that was